Hey everybody, Astlan here. Today we're going to look at a steal the artifact video. In this video I'm going to use smoke and mute. You want two abilities that are going to be good on both offense and defense. I think the only other ability to use would be knife, which I hate. Talk about it in the video. You don't want to be a chaser. You also want to use overall cooldowns. Chase expert's pretty good. And 3 streak bonus for your kills or your stuns. More for your stuns. When you get 3 stuns in a row you get your bonus. The biggest thing in this game is actually spawning in. Notice I spawned in 2 seconds late. It's enough for me not to get the artifact. When it gives you time to pick your character, don't waste any of it. Pick your character right away, and when you spawn into the game, pick your class right away, whatever class you're on. Because this game has a very bad habit of throwing you into the game 20 or 30 seconds late, which would be enough for you not to do well into the match. Okay, I'm going to go after my first target here. He's going to get with a tripwire. He hides it pretty well. When you put your tripwire, try to put it against the wall like he does. That way nobody can see it. It's obviously the guy in the front. Don't ever go for the guy in the back. Just never the guy in the back. I try hiding in the back sometimes. It doesn't work, but anyways. Okay, first thing here in the video is don't go after that guy. Go after the second target or the second available artifact. You don't want to be another guy just chasing somebody in this mode, which we'll talk about more. I got the artifact. I want to find a good hidden group. Over here I can't get aerials. I like this spot. As you'll notice, I'll move my camera around a lot. I'll look at the score a lot. Try to see where people are coming from. You're getting a hidden bonus for a hidden group, so you never want to be on the run unless you have to be on the run. However, in this mode you are going to have to run a lot if you want to score really well, but there's a time to do it. I'm staying in the hidden group. I'm trying to get my mute back. There's lots of incentive for me just to sit here for a good amount of time. Just kind of move around, plan your escape route. You gotta know these maps really well if you want to do very good in these modes. You don't want to get caught off guard running somewhere that you didn't know, is going to slow you down. Getting a lot of action here. I can move out there and start stunning, but I'd rather just wait. I'm getting my proximity bonus now. My points are just racking up. You gotta be a little bit patient in these types of modes if you want to score well. So obviously these two guys. I used both my mute and smoke because I thought the other guy would come into my smoke, which he didn't. He's running up a wall, which means I want to move away from the wall as fast as possible. He's trying to aerial me. A lot of advanced players do that. As soon as they see you running at them, they go up the wall and try to get an aerial. Over here, when I jump into the middle of that ledge instead of running from the beginning. Same with this rope. As I jump in the middle here, you move faster when you do that. Instead of running up this wall on the right, I'm moving here on the left, and it's because I know this map. This also helps you move faster. Running up walls really slows you down, and your pursuers catch up to you really fast. I'm using a chase breaker here. I knew this was here. I'm going to hide myself in this corner. Not really hidden, the icon's on top of my head, but I want to see where people are coming from. I only need to survive for 17 more seconds. You always want to keep an eye out of how long you need to survive with the artifact on. I want to avoid this haystack, but haystacks are like magnets when you're in air. They just draw you into them. Dropping smoke behind me just to give me some more survivability time, only 3 seconds. And I'm going on top of this building to try to drop the artifact on top of it, but I failed. And that's something you could do is when you know the artifact's going to run out, it's going to drop off you, try to drop it in a difficult position. I don't want to go after the first spawner. What I'm doing is switching targets to the second spawner. Not because he's closer, but everybody goes after the first guy who spawns. I guess it's a habit in this game. And if you go for the second guy, you have an open target. No resistance. You can take your time with the kill, get a high point kill. Right here, I'm just going to get a focus, aerial, acrobatic. Obviously the middle guy, it's almost always. And that's a great strategy there, is go for the, I got a quiet kill, nobody was in my way, I didn't have to rush it, it was a high point kill. It's because I went for the second guy who spawned. Okay, a lot of rinse and repeat here. Back to the spot over here. See, I'm looking to the left. I have 4 pursuers on me, so I gotta be very careful. Looking to the right, looking to the left. You gotta learn how to move your camera around without moving your character's body around and not making yourself obvious. Muting here. When the firecracker hits, I'm gonna put myself in a position to get on the roof. So I'm running to this spot over here, dropping my smoke so that I can't get nailed. And when I run up, if I run right, it's instant death, so I go straight. I'm just knowing the map pretty well. I'm gonna keep moving. There's another magnet haystack that automatically pulls you into it. You're gonna run to the left of this chase breaker on the right here. You don't want to run too close to chase breakers. You could assume people are gonna use them to get to you. When they get knifed, you don't want to keep running like a douche. turn around, try to get a stun or honorable death if you don't have your cooldowns. You're gonna die. Don't worry about your KDR. This isn't Call of Duty. Just worry about your points. That's all that really matters. Whenever I have any contracts, I always move to the middle of the map. Well, I got lucky here. And I'm pay attention to the radar. There's a guy in front of me, but the radar on the left's moving really fast. Always want to keep an eye on that. A lot of people don't. But while I find the hidden group here, when you have no contracts, run to the middle. That way you're closest to everything in every direction. When I stay in this hidden group, I do recognize that I can get aerial from multiple bunch of areas. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 over there. What I want to do is hide here, but keep a very good eye out on those roofs to see when I need to move. Okay, this guy's up there. Instantly, I gotta start getting out of here. Don't just look in one direction. Always spin that camera around. I'm running on purpose here, trying to draw him in. Hopefully he does something stupid, which he does. There's my mute. When I run here, the target's gonna be on top of my head. What I want to do is go, stop until the target goes away, and then pull back. He won't expect me here. I'm going to try running away again, but at this point I realize that I'm only 1 away from my 3 streak bonus. I definitely want that. So I'm going to stun this guy, but I also see a lot of people running after me. It's time to get back on the roofs. This is a great time to run. Getting 80 points for proximity, I'm getting 25 points for possession. It's 105 points every 2 seconds. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that, even if you're stunning. Knowing the map so well, I'm able to jump around like this, and this is why it's important to learn these maps. You know, play a little bit more if you have to, but learn all the nooks and crannies in these maps. Gonna bust right here for the chase breaker. If I go straight, it's instant death. I'm sure there's people coming from there. I'm gonna go this way. Again, you'll notice, knowing the map, I'm able to use this little twirly thingy to get me around. I don't know, is that a flower pot? It's one strong flower pot. Back up to the chase breaker. I just need to survive for 19 more seconds, and then I'm good to go. My cooldowns are almost back. I'm in a very good position here. But I see a lot of people on me. What I want to do is, when I'm going to land, I definitely want to drop my smoke just to make sure that I survive that extra 2 seconds. You don't want to die with 1 second left and miss that extra bonus needed. And there it is. That smoke saved me big time. Okay, back to the strategy is run to the middle of the map. I don't have any targets. And then the other main strategy, which I talked about earlier, don't go for the first guy. Okay, here's the first guy who popped. I guarantee everybody's going for him. Switching targets to the second guy. And I have a clear one at him. He's still positioning himself, so he's not expecting anybody yet. There he is. Tried to get a hidden kill there. It's just the best way to kill people. I mean, I've been using this strategy since Brotherhood. Just go for the guy no one's going after, and I get the most points that way. Hidden group. I do recognize that there's a ledge over there, so I need to be careful. There's going to be a group walking next to me that has people that look like me in the group. I always take advantage of those because I don't use Blender or Morph and all those things. By the way, Morph seems to work really well in this game. I just don't use it. And then, if you notice the ledge, there's that guy right there. As I talked about, would probably show up. And over here, this guy, he gets stunned. He probably had me on lock, but when I dropped smoke, it switched his lock when he pressed square. The game has a very bad habit, or press the kill button. The game has a very bad habit of switching your locks run when you don't want to. And that's what happened to him over there. I could have kept running, but that guy in the back is trying to flank me from the other side. That's why I stay here and tried fighting it out. Hope to get 2 stuns, hope to get my streak bonus. But I saw that guy waiting, running into the other side. He's pretty much just going to wait for me. And I wasn't in the mood to hit the roofs again. Kind of got tired of it, to be honest. I'm going to go to the middle of the map like I talked about before. Okay, this is why I don't like knives. Here's this guy on the roof over here behind me. Most people would have gone for him. It's a big mistake. You don't want to be someone chasing somebody. If he's running, chances are he's being chased already. You're just going to be another person chasing. Your chances of killing him are just as low or high as everybody else's. And you don't want to be a chaser. And even if you throw knives at him, somebody else might take advantage of your knives. I don't finish my target over here. I would do it if I was 1 away from extreme variety or greater variety, but in the game modes like this, it's not worth it. Okay, hooded guy on my right. He's going around to this target. So I'm cutting him off. That's a 1. Then I notice my target's in the air, on the roof, not in the air, with 2 targets behind him. So now I gotta cut these guys off. This is not the way to do it. So I think maybe I can go to a spot where he's gonna land. He's either gonna land A here or B here. He's definitely not gonna go back where he came from. And I put myself in a position to catch him. This is a great way to get kills. Other than the system of going for the second guy, is being in a position to cut him off. See, there's 3 guys chasing him. They've probably been chasing him for a while, and I just got into the mix, and I got to kill it because I found this cutoff zone. Over here, everyone's after the first target. I try to go for a stun. It's very easy to stun people chasing somebody else. You just run in there, they're not looking at you. It's a great thing to do. It's fun, makes for a good video. Over here I get on the roof only because there's 10 seconds left. I want to survive to get the last carrier bonus, even though it's not a lot of points. So, just to kind of refresh here. If you're not getting 6, 7, 8,000 points a game, and I mean every game, you're doing something wrong. It's easy to score that high in this mode, but there's a lot of things to know. You want to hold the artifact as long as possible, obviously. Over here you notice 6:29 I have the artifact. The next closest person is 4 minutes. You're not going to win if you don't have it a big amount of time. Holding the artifact gets you stuns, it gets you the hidden bonus, gets you proximity bonuses, and all these exciting things. You need to know how to cut off your targets for kills. You need to always go for the second target. And unfortunately you need to know how to spawn in pretty fast, which is completely out of your hands a lot of the time. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon with another video.